Everyone, how are you doing today? I hope you guys are not overwhelmed with the training material yet. I know there's a lot to remember, there's a lot that I've spoken about, and there's a lot that I've tried to show you. But we have talked about SAP, I've introduced you to the application, I've introduced you to the module that I'm specialized in, and we have seen the basic things that need to be customized in the system before we can even start to talk about using this application to provide services. And we've talked about organizational master data, we've talked about customer master data, which is what we just finished talking about in my previous presentation. And you've seen the entire R3 architecture of how we integrate our systems to communicate with the database, and how we use the application server layer to provide views and provide a lot of transactions that we want to do and perform with the system. So today I promised to also show us how to create a customer. Again, I've shown you how to create a customer in my previous presentation, but I promised that I will show you how to create another customer in the system, and then we will transition into talking about material master data. And I remember telling you that we cannot still create a sales order yet because we don't have the material that the company that hired me is selling. We have not created that material, we've not created the product. So we have to create all that in the system so that we'll be able to select the material when we are trying to create a sales order for a known customer or for a new customer. And also we will be able to use the material master data that we will be creating and customizing. We'll be able to use that master data to create a material in the system, because the master data is just the basic information that is needed, the basic settings, the basic parameters, and with that we'll be able to create our material. So let me show you how to create a customer again in the system. Okay, just to refresh your memory about all the things we've done from day one to this point. Okay, slow system. Alright, let's give it a minute, because I already pulled the server up and I did not sign in for a while, so it will kick me out. It does that all the time, so that's why I always like to sign out. If you look at my previous videos, anytime I go into the server, I always want to sign out and not leave it up and running for a long period of time, because if I just stay idle in the server layer and I am not doing nothing, the system will automatically kick me out, and that's what just happened. So I have to just request for server access again, and then I have to sign in immediately. Alright. Okay, now that should do it. Now I want to show us how to create a customer. I've shown you this before, but let's just do it again. And the transaction code for creating a customer is VD01. You click return or enter on your keyboard, you select your account group. I'm very sure that you guys remember when we customized our account group master data during the customer master data customization. So we just need to look for our account group here. So let's create a customer for ship to party. We've done for sold to party, so let's say Verizon ship to party. And we select that, you double click. And then don't give a customer here, like I said. If it is an existing customer and you just want to provide our customer also in here, you can put it in there. but I want to create a new customer. Sales organization, this is the organizational master data that we started with. After all the introductions and the views of SAP that I did, the next thing I spoke about was the master data, and then I started to talk about the types of master data that we have. So I customized the sales area master data when I started customizing the entire system master data. So this is where that comes into play. So the sales organizational master data that I created for Verizon is VRSO, and then the distribution channel. Is it what medium, what is the channel that we are distributing or that we are providing service to this customer through? Is it online or is it offline? Are they picking it up? Is it cash and carry, or we have to ship this product? So I maintain different type of distribution channel in here. We have online and offline, so I will do online. And the division, is this the electronic department? Is it the raw material department? Is it the food and beverages? What department is it? Is it phone? Is it printer? Is it hotspot? But I did phone, which is V1. And then you just click enter on your keyboard, or you click on this check right here. And that will bring us to this field. And we are able to see this field because we make these fields applicable when we are creating the account group. Now, in respect to the account group, this field will be coming in. And if you click on the sales area, it will be different because it will be different from my previous sales area that I customized when I was creating a customer for show to party. Now it is ship to party. We will not be seeing the partner usage coming in place in here. So let me just maintain the country and then the region. So let me give it a name. I probably would just move on without that, but let me give it a name. Let me say Trace. And let me say he is a supervisor. And the search term, VR. I probably want to say his address number is 1011 South Main Street, apartment 1206. And postal code, let's say 73235. Postal code. Let's say 73235, and you can put additional information here about the location and all that, and just click continue through the other control data, and you can maintain all these parameters in here. Okay, just keep all this. You can get all this information from your employer if they want to know what the vendor's information will be, the trading partners and everything. So all this information can be coming into place, but what you want to maintain that is very important is that address. And then you go to your sales area. Now, you see what I'm talking about. The ship to party, I did not customize the partner usage. And the partner usage is where you will start to see sales, shipping, billing, and you start to see all that. But I did not maintain that. So that's what you are seeing in here. Because this person is only responsible for shipping, we don't want to know what the partner usage is. We already know that the usage is just for shipping because we want this person to be the one receiving the product. So we will not maintain anything in here. We will just move on with that. And you can do your shipping information in here, delivery priority, and dependent of the shipping condition, that's what the delivery priority will be. And dependent of the delivery priority is what the shipping condition will also be. So let me show you this. Okay, if you say the delivery priority is high, or you want to say in 2 days, or ground shipping, or you want to say next day, but let us say high delivery priority, and you say that the shipping condition, what is going to be the shipping condition? But because you say the delivery priority is high, you want to say the shipping condition is as soon as possible, because they want it right away. If you say it is low or standard delivery priority, then you want to go by standard also. If I say standard, I want to make sure that I change this to normal. Okay, if I say normal is the delivery priority, is not too important, you can ship it whenever, then I want to say the shipping condition is just standard. You don't want to wait too long also, you don't want to, so that's what that is doing. And what is the delivery plan? I believe we have delivery plan, which is VRPL, Verizon plan. That is our delivery plan. And what is are we able to meet the entire quantity that this customer has ordered for, or are we not able to meet it? Or can we give a discount if we are able to ship more than what the customer is requesting for? Is this customer willing to buy more? So that's what this is doing. And billing document, you want to give your taxes, invoice date, what is the date of the invoice list date and all that. What is the Incoterms? Your company will be giving you all this. Your Incoterm is just telling you about the shipping condition of the product. If anything happens to the product during the shipping process, who is responsible for that damage? Is it the customer insurance, or is it the company insurance, or is it the company? So that's what this means here. And we have different type of Incoterms, and the company will be providing all these Incoterms. We have CFR, cost and freight, we have cost insurance freight, we have freight free, we have FOB is what we mainly maintain in sales and distribution, which is free onboarding. And you just put that on there, free onboarding, Verizon, because I have one for Xerox already. And terms of payment, how is this customer willing to make payment? Is he immediately do net, or is he pay in invoice, or do you just want to pay 14 days and 2% cash discount is given? So there is a lot of terms of payment in here, but we normally go by payable immediately due net. So give your tax code right here, you just say 0. And you can save your customer. So once you save that, it will give you your customer number. And now we'll have 8102. So what we created yesterday was 8101. Now we have the second customer in the system, and that is 8102. Now I created this for a reason. Let me now take you back to the previous customer that we created, the first customer that we created yesterday, and I want to change some information in there. And to change the customer information, you just type in VD02. VD01 will let you create, and VD02 will let you change. Now, we don't want to change for 8101. We want to change for 81. We don't want to change for 8102. We want to change for 8101. And I'll show you where the sales area is different from, I didn't mention this in here, FOB, re-onboarding Verizon, and tax is 0. Okay, then I go to general data. Now, I go to sales area, then the sales area that I showed you in the second customer 8102 that I created just now did not have this partner function in there. It only has sales, shipping, and billing. And that is what I've customized. And remember, I defined account group as the master data that we have to create, that whenever a specific account group is selected in the system, it's turn on the required field for that particular account group. Now, this is the required field that you want to have for sold to party. For ship to party, you don't want to have partner functions in this because it's not required. Now, watch me change the ship to party information. And if I put 2 in here, it changes the name immediately because I know the customer's number, and it changes the name immediately. It changes the name to TradeSmith. That means TradeSmith will be the one receiving this product. I have maintained TradeSmith address. And TradeSmith address is 1011 South Main Street. So you can see how it comes into play here. And if I click the sales area for TradeSmith address, you did not see the partner usage in there. It is not there. So you can see how the system functions. You can see what is going on here. We just maintain trace mix in Arifaga's sales in Arifaga's customers' information. So anytime Arifaga calls in to make an order, we will ask him, do you still want trace mix to be the one receiving this order? If he said no, then we have to go back and change it. And you change back to Olu Arifaga Michael. So you can see all that information, you can see what is going on, you can see how the system is acting, because we have created that customer in the system. So that is that, and that's all I just want to show. I'm not going to save that in here, I'll leave it the way it is. And we'll just go back out. Do you want to save the data first? And I said no, I don't want to save because I don't want to keep any changes in there. So that is it. So that is how you can create a customer and how you can just change customers' information and who is responsible for billing, who is responsible for payment, who is responsible to be receiving the product that the customer is buying. So that is what we need to do in there. And let me go back out and we'll talk more about material master data, which is the next thing that we need to create in the system. Okay, material master data. I've given a brief introduction to this also when I was introducing master data in a general topic in one of my first presentations. And I said master data is the data that holds structured information about the product in the company's catalog. It ranges from complete products and their parts, including raw material, and it's used centrally across the organizational sector. Now, this is our Power Systems architecture, and we have created organizational master data. And organizational master data can be created by the sales and distribution department, it can be created by the finance department, it can be created by material management, it can be created by production planning, and depending on the type of module it is, then you'll be logging into the server and you can go into the ERP or you can go into CRM, SCM, and EAM and customize the types of master data that you need to support that job, because these are jobs: ERP job, CRM job, SCM job, EAM job. ERP is enterprise resource planning, CRM is customer relation management, SCM is service chain management, and EAM is enterprise asset management. So, dependent of the type of job you are working on or you are supporting or that you are developing, you can maintain your master data for that. And we have done for organizational master data, we have done for customer master data, which we just completed. Now we need to bring the material master data table out here. We need to bring the material master data table out here. So that's what we are doing right now, because without this material master data in here, if it's not here, then our end users will not be able to create a material successfully in the system. The system will not have any material. And even if we have created the material in here, and which is what we will be doing just now, and whatever we do, then we will bring it here. Then we will still have to customize the type of views that we want them to see, the type of materials they can create, the type of industry sector they can create a material for, because we can have different industries in here. We can have aerospace and defense, their material can be different, and we can have the same company that we are developing for to be providing services under aerospace and defense. They can be providing services under oil and gas. They can be providing services under food and beverages, depending on how big the company infrastructure is. So, I will show you how to customize all that. So this is what we are doing now, and we want to bring this table from the database. We want to create all the parameters that we want, and select what we want in the database, because it's already in the database. We just have to go and search what we want in there. And we want to bring it up here. Want to bring that up here. And after we bring it up here, then we can start to say these are the type of views I want you to see. These are the type of functions you can perform in there, depending on the job role of our end user. Material master data requirements. These are the key factors that we need to customize for material master data. And remember that I told you that this material master data, or no matter every material master data that we customize in the system, are industry business sector specific. And I'm talking about the finance and accounting. I'm talking about material management, sales and distribution, logistics, production planning. So depending on the business sector, we will be customizing the required material master data for that. So these are the key factors that we want to create and customize for our material master data. And they are already in the database. They are already maintained in there. We just have to go in there and fetch them out and bring them out in the application layer and start to turn some things off, start to maintain some parameters in there. So we want to customize the global settings. We want to customize the posting period, the field selection screen for material master. We want to customize that. We also want to customize and define industry sector for material master. You want to customize, define industry sector for material master. You want to maintain company code for material management. You want to make sure you do that, because we have not maintained company code for material management, and we've done it only for the sales and distribution. You want to define material type. What are the type of material that this company is producing? How many type of material do we have in the system? And you can think about how much material we can have and how they can be different from each other. We can have raw material, we can have complete material, which is finished product and finished goods. We can have perishable goods and non-perishable goods. So this is where we'll be doing that material type definition and assignment. And you want to define your material group. You want to group your materials because there are lots of conditions that can come into place in terms of what we are using this material for, what kind of business sector is using this material, and due to that we can determine different type of pricing group for that, pricing procedure for that, and we can also use that to condition a lot of things in the system. So these are the key factors to customize for your material master data. And let's go and talk about global settings and posting period. Okay, global settings. Global settings is the settings maintained for the entire product the company produces. These settings are maintained by the company's finance accounting consultant, and it allows the finance department to be able to maintain the entire company product's revenue. It also is used and is also used and able to know the performance of the product. Like, the company can know how their product is performing. How many products do they have? How many products have they produced? How much have they spent in producing that particular product? And how many is waiting for sales? How many has been sold? How many is damaged? Which one do we need to put in the recycling department? What do we spend? How much do we spend to recycle this product? And how much have we lost? So it helps the finance consultant to be able to determine all their revenue factors, and the company can know how they are doing. So this is the importance of the global settings, and that's why it is done only in the financial and accounting department. You have to have these skills personally, because it is not a sales and distribution job to do the global settings customization, and it is not the sales and distribution job to do the posting period customization. And the posting period is the transaction period identifier. It is the global date and time maintained by the company. Posting period helps the system recognizes the start and end of a transaction. When this customer purchased this product? When was this material created? What happened? Who worked on this product? So we can have a posting period of a company, and it cannot just be changed once it is maintained. And once you have created a posting period, you cannot go back there to change it again after you started selling your product, because it will make a lot of confusion in the system, and any product that you sold between that time period before you do the changes, that product, there is no way you can even try to find that product in the system, because the system will not remember having that product. And so we want to make sure we do this before we even roll the project out. We want to make sure we do this before we customize anything else in the system, before we try to create a material in the system. So we want to make sure we do the global settings and the posting period. And as you can see, this is the company right here, and this is their product. So they have this product. They know this is the product they are selling, because this will be done when they are doing their blueprints, their business ideas, and everything. And they want to maintain their global settings, because it is called global settings because the company can have their headquarters in the United States, and they might have branches in China, they might have branches in another state, another country. So these global settings will be the same settings that all those companies, all those branches will be using, because these products they are producing the same, unless if they want to create a different company out there and give it a different global setting. And it makes a lot of sense, because you can have a different company calendar when you are working for a business partner. So the business partner's calendar will be different from the company they are providing support for, or the company that they are partnered with. Their calendars are different, and that is because the global settings are different between the both companies. So they have to find a way to work with their calendar, and there is a lot of confusion that comes into play in there. So that's why they need a consultant that really understands all these kind of settings and all these kind of business scenarios, and they'll be able to help them out to integrate their system into the company that they are supporting. So posting period, like I said, is the start and end of the transaction. You also want to create that because they want to know when was this product sold, when was this product returned, when was this product created. Because you can have a product that was produced in like 2 years ago. You can just sell that product today. But when you sell that product, the payment of that product will go and sit in the account logbook for 2 years ago. That's when it will, that's the account logbook that payment will go and register and record into. It will not record into the account logbook of the current year. So that's what the posting period does. The posting period supports that. And so that is what you need to maintain for global settings and posting period, and that is the general idea behind the both of them, and it is only maintained in the financial and accounting department. And the plant uses this information, the warehouse uses this information, the sales department uses this information, distributors, they also use this information in here, this global settings and posting period. They have to go by these two information right here. Remember I said you might have a business partner. Your business partner could be a distributor. We can have Sam's Club to be a main company, and we can have Walmart to be the distributor of that company. So they have to go by the posting period, because we want to be sharing all this information into the finance department, and the company will know how they are behaving. Field selection screen for data screen. Field selection screen is a provision of screen fields and tables for every single material in the system. These fields will contain specific material information parameters that end users will use to execute sales and service requests. Okay, Yeah, I drew this to just really explain what this field selection for data screening does. When you customize this is what you are doing. This is what you customize when you are doing your master data. For example, you do your screen 1, inventory screen 2, finance screen 3, and what this X stands for means you cannot change them, you can only read only, or you cannot even see these fields at all. So I can say I don't want you to see these fields at all by putting an X in there. Okay, I can say I don't want you to see this inventory 2 screen at all by putting an X in there, or I can just say I just want you to view it, but you won't be able to change anything in there by putting this X in there. So you won't even have access to all these tables at all. But if I remove this X, that means you have access to these tables. You can change information in this particular table right here, but you cannot change information in this table right here because you can only read, but you can't change it. So these are the kind of settings and functions that we are doing in field selection screen for data screen. And this is integrating into the graphical user interface. We have a lot of different developers that work on how the graphical user interface acts, what you see, how the graphical user interface design looks like the web version of it. So depending on that, but that is still referring to all these tables in here. No matter what the graphical user interface is, whatever we give you access to see in here is what will display in the graphical user interface. And this is our user, and this is the computer, and this is where the graphical interface comes into play. So whatever we provide in this GUI right here is what this end user will see, and that's what right he will have depending on the job role that he has. So that is what field selection screen for data screen is doing, and that is the master data creation for that, and that is the result of that. And I will show you how to customize this and how it comes into play when I create a material in the system. Industry sectors and fields. Industry sector is the type of industry that the company is serving or doing business in. The type of material produced is dependent on the industry sector. Now, we might have aerospace and defense. We might have aerospace and defense industry, and this same company might also be providing services in foods and beverages. This same company might also be providing services in manufacturing. They might also be doing the same thing for oil and gas, retail, banking and finance. So it depends on what industry this company is on, and we can say, oh, Verizon is also a manufacturing company. Verizon is also into aerospace and defense. So depending on what industry it is, so we have to customize and define the industry sector and the fields for this industry sector. Now, aerospace and defense, this is the type of material that we create for just this aerospace and defense, material 1, 2, 3, and 4. For oil and gas, material 1, 2, 3, and 4. Food and beverages, material 1, 2, 3, and 4. So they have their own material because the value of the material that is required for an aerospace and defense industry will be different from the value and type of material that is used for oil and gas, and such as that for food and beverages. Now, anything that we are doing under food and beverages, it could also have a different material type. Is it a perishable good? Is it not a perishable good? Is it a stockable item? Is it a non-stockable item? So all these things will be coming into place when we are customizing master data. Maintain company code for material management. Now, remember when I was doing the organizational master data, and I told you that organizational master data is also the same thing as enterprise structure, and I defined that to be a single source of basic business data used across all systems, used across all applications. This is also the same application. and processes for an entire enterprise. And all these applications, they run their own processes, they execute a different task. Sales and distribution does sales, and material management do purchase orders. Sales can also do purchase order if you are allowed and given the right to do so, as long as you have maintained everything you need to do in material management, and then you will be able to create a sales order and also create a purchase order. So all departments, division, companies, and countries share all this information for this particular organizational master data. And if you remember when I defined the master data to be the data that holds structured information about the product in the company's catalog. It ranges from complete products and their parts, including raw materials, and is used centrally across the organization. So that is also explaining why we have to maintain the company code for material master data. Because if this is our company right here, it is the same company that I am customizing sales and distribution for. So it is the same company that I customize sales and distribution for. And then I maintain company 1, company 2, company 3, company 4. So we can have different companies under this company, such as we can have different EIN number for the same company. So we have company 1 and we did it for sales and distribution. We maintain the company code for sales and distribution. And we also have to now maintain the same company code for our material management because we have to integrate into material management. Material type. So this is where the material type comes into place, and it is the type of material that the company is producing, and it ranges from raw materials to finished product through service parts and accessories, and so on and so forth. We can have different type of material type in the system, and we have raw material, we have finished products, we have parts, we have services, we also have services, and you can see right here, this is the type of material that we have. This is the type of modules for business sectors that can access these types of material and use it to provide their own functionalities in the system. We can have the warehouse management using and getting information from this type of material that we have, and because of this information, then they will know how to store the material in the warehouse, in the storage and all that. Finance consultant, we also know the type of material that is in here, the raw material, the finished product. They can tell and know how much it costs them to actually store these materials in the system. Should we say we should just liquidate this store or this warehouse? Should we just sell it out? Because we will be losing out a lot if this material sits in here for a long period of time. So the finance analyst and everyone that is in there using the business warehouse, the business object, and business intelligence module in our OLAP analytic product to know how we are doing, so they can make a conclusion from there that let us liquidate this warehouse. So let us sell all this product out there, and if we don't do that and this product sits here for a long period of time, we will be losing out in a lot of money. So before we even before all this product runs out of you have expiration date, and all those expiration dates are maintained in the system. So I have skills in customizing all those kind of things depending on the type of module that you are using for it, like your production planning, warehouse management, customer service. So I have skills in all those kind of things, and you can customize the expiration date for the system so that the system can really trigger information when the product is about to expire. Maybe in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks, this product will expire. And due to that information, our analysis will be able to make a judgment from what we want to do. Because we don't want to lose out on a lot of money if the product expires. So this is how finance departments, material management departments, this is how they use the information that we maintain in here. Sales department can also know, okay, I'm selling raw material. No matter what the raw material is, it could be called a raw material, but the raw material has a value, it has a quantity, it has valuation that is maintained for it. And once that valuation meets my customer's requirements and my customers are interested in these raw materials, I will sell these raw materials as a finished product. Sales and distribution only sell as finished product. You don't want to ever sell as perishable goods or non-finished products. You want to always sell as a finished product. Okay. That is what we have to do for our material type, and this is the type of jobs that we can customize and service with. We have SAP ERP, I've shown you this before, EAM, CRM, and SCM. So this is just the type of jobs that we have in our database, and it's dependent on the jobs, and that will determine how we are providing services using these respective modules right here. Material group. Material grouping is how we are able to place the entire material in the system in groups, and it can be used to determine a lot of conditions in the system. Now, we might have material group 1, material group 2, material group 3, and this is the type of condition. We have condition 1 and condition 2. Now, this is why we want to maintain a material group, because it allows us to really condition a lot of things like pricing, how to determine pricing. We can group a pricing for a particular material, and if we have a new customer or a new business partner coming in, that their business ideas or the type of service they want to be providing for us meets all the requirements for this material group, we can just use this and copy it and use it to support that new business partner, and we don't really need to start going into the system. So it allows us to be flexible, and it allows us to really make quick determination and quick judgment with the type of materials that we have in the system. So you can have a material group for retailer, like this kind of retailer right here. If you have a phone that you manufacture for $350, that is the manufacturing cost. Okay, our finance department will be making judgments on this. That is the manufacturing cost. So as a retailer, you probably want to give them a discount on that product, because if the company decides to sell this product directly to the end user, and the production cost is $350, and they decide to sell this product $600, the amount they'll be selling to the retailer will be probably not $600. It probably will be around, let's say, maybe $450. Now, the same material that we produce, that cost the company to produce, is $350. The wholesale material group, we probably might give a condition for that. I will be selling it to them for $500. Now, for consumers, end users of the product, we'll be selling it to them for $600. So because of this material group, we can determine a lot of pricing conditions. We can know what our revenue is. We can know how we are doing, how much we have sold, and it helps a lot. So that's why we want to maintain this material group in here. And that's it. That's what we have to customize, and the material type we have done. So creating a material in the system, after we have customized our material master data, we will be able to create a material in the system. So because we have customized the material master data, we are now able to create a material in the system, and we will also be able to assign a material to a specific customer with their respective line items. Now, this is our customer right here, and this customer came in, and this customer is already created in our system. So we select this customer, and we added this product when we are trying to create a sales order. So we give them this product, and this is a complete product right here. Now, we might say that, this product, whenever you buy it, you will be getting 2 flash drives, and every flash drive has 64 gigabytes in them. The customer might be happy. Wow, that's a good discount. That's a good added advantage to buying a computer from this company. So on this, we might have a different timing for this, that this this offer will last from this day to this day, and we might have a lot of customers interested in that. And because of the customers that we have in the system, we are able to send out that information out to all our customers in the system. And this is why we want to maintain customer information in the system. We will be able to send a message out there. Whenever you buy a new computer, you get 2 flash drives with 64 gigabytes, or you get a brand new iPod added to it, or you get a brand new external hard drive with 2 terabytes in there. So all this kind of thing allows us to market our new products to our customers, or to market a new service to our customers. So this is what we'll be doing. And after we have a material master data, we've had our customer master data, then we will be able to create sales order. Okay, that's all for today. And in my next presentation, we will be talking more about, we'll be seeing how to customize material master data, and hopefully we will see how to create a material in the system. See you next time. Bye.